Hi there, guys and gals. Hey, if you know me, you know that I try to tell it the way that it is. I try not to have a whole lot of hyperbole. If something is not good, then I don't say it's good. If something is really, really, really bad, then I'm probably going to say that it's really bad. Well, there is an opportunity here, and when I say that it's a good opportunity for you, I mean that it's a good opportunity for you. And what is this? This is a consumer webinar. I've been doing these consumer webinars a few times over the last year and a half or so. If I had more time, I would do these every single month. If you were to request me to do them every single month and that you would get your consumers on these webinars, I would. Why is that? Because they work. You get sales when I am done doing that webinar. So here's the process. And again, I've done this with Social Security webinars. Many of you have invited your clients to my webinar on Social Security. I've done them on long-term care webinars. And by the end of the webinar, in that evaluation, around 50% of the consumers that joined that webinar say, I do in fact want to meet with my financial professional regarding the content that Charlie just talked about. So here's the situation. It's a long-term care webinar that's happening Thursday, May 25th, 6:30 Central Time. And how do you get people there? So what happens is you call me up and say, Charlie, this thing that you're talking about, the webinar, I want to get my consumers on that webinar because I have many consumers that are probably concerned with long-term care. I want to get them on the webinar and send me the Zoom link coded specifically to me. So what I'm able to do is I'm able to create a Zoom link that has you as the advisor basically tagged on that. So when I see the registrations come through, there is no mixing up whose client is whose. That's never, ever happened with me. And by the way, you know that I have no intention of selling directly to consumers other than the small group that I have here in Des Moines, Iowa, that's higher net worth folks, many of my friends. That's all I want to do in personal production. I think most of you trust me when it comes to that. So you get the link that is tagged to you, coded to you, and I can even embed it in the flyer that you see down below in the email here. You email that out to your consumers and they join the call on May 25th. And how do I position myself? Who is this Charlie guy versus you, their wonderful, trusted financial professional? Well, I tell them who I really am, as in I am Charlie Gipple, and I partner with top financial professionals from across the country in order to further the education when it comes to consumers and their retirement and their taxes and their Social Security. And the topic of today's presentation, folks, long-term care. Knowing your options when it comes to long-term care. I will then go on for 45 minutes to an hour about long-term care, the risk, long-term care, the price tag. 3 case studies on long-term care. One is a chronic illness rider on a life insurance policy. Another one is traditional long-term care. You know, what are the positives and negatives of each of them? And another one is linked benefits, life insurance, hybrid linked benefits products. 3 different case studies. And I'm telling you, if you invite 10 consumers to this webinar, 5 of them, before we even hang up in the evaluation that I will direct them to, will say, yes, I do want to meet with my financial professional. Folks, the first step is calling me up and saying, yes, I want to participate in this. And I will send you out that link. You send it to your clients and they log on May 25th at 6:30 Central Time. If you're out east, do the math. If you're out west, do the math. 6:30 Central Time. Give me a call, folks. 515-986-3065.